Aaron Monroe gets a sinister warning from Neil in Tuesday's special hour-long episode of EastEnders, 7:30 p.m. See our TV guide for full listings. Aaron Monroe insists on going to work despite Harvey Monroe encouraging him to keep a low profile. It's not long before Aaron is faced with the sin sister Neil, who shows him a disturbing video. Aaron is shocked when Neil aggressively threatens him for being a grass, throwing him against a wall. Harvey turns up and tells Neil to get out, but Neil hits back that he'd better watch out as he'll go after Harvey's daughter Dana Monroe. Aaron is furious with Neil's threats against his sister. After the threats, a terrified Harvey phones Dana and tells her to come straight home. Meanwhile, Aaron reveals he has a plan to keep the racist gang off their backs. He says he's going to convince them that Neil has lost it. As the hours tick by, Harvey worries that Aaron has put himself in danger. When he finally gets back, he reveals that he convinced the gang to get rid of Neil, but Teresi catch. They have insisted that Aaron take over the operation in Manchester. With Aaron's bombshell news rocking him to the core, Harvey begs Aaron not to go to Manchester. But his son insists there's no other way to keep the family safe. As Aaron heads off, he lies to Dana that he's off to Manchester for work. Will she believe him? Dottie Cotton is busted staying at the bedsit rent-free after Vinnie Ponessa is forced to tell mum Suki Ponessa what she's been doing. Suki insists that unless Dottie pay rent, she's out on her ear. Meanwhile, Rocky Kant is at the gym when he and Sonia Fowler notice a desperate-looking Dottie. She pleads with Nancy Carter to give her a job at the gym, but Nancy disappoints her. Rocky can't get Dottie off his mind, and after finding her at Ruby's he offers to help her out with what little money he has. She's downbeat to realize that it's not going to be enough to get her somewhere to live. When Zach Hudson finds Dottie with a sleeping bag at the club, he advises her to swallow her pride and asks Sonia for help. Unable to throw herself on Sonia's mercy and with nowhere to go and no money to help her, Dottie ends up sleeping rough in the allotments. She later finds Vinnie and asks him to help her find a place to stay. He's taken aback when her request comes with the veiled suggestion that she'll date him if he helps her out. Unsure whether Dottie is on the level, a confused Vinnie explains to Karen Taylor about a girl who has asked him out. Not knowing it's a self-serving Dottie, Karen encourages him to go for it. Vinnie falls for Dottie's words and he tells her that he'll pay for her bedsit, inviting her out for a romantic meal. Chelsea Atkins vents to Whitney Dean about the impossible situation she's found herself in, as she struggles to keep up her lies to husband Gray Atkins. Whitney encourages Chelsea to stay in the game, telling her that if she keeps her cool they will catch out Gray the moment he lets his mask slip. Buoyed by Whitney's words, Chelsea paints on her best face as she puts dinner on the table for Gray, determined to play at Happy Families for now. Also, Callum Highway asks Phil Mitchell to give son Ben Mitchell a break, but Ben's not impressed with his hubby's initiative.